Elections are ongoing in Uganda. Vote counting is on the way in Uganda. As I'm talking to you now, they have started counting the votes for the presidential election in Uganda between Bobby Wine, Robert Charagani, or as that his name is called, and also President Yoweri Museveni. Now, Museveni says to win him in the election is not a problem. It's not a problem. But it's to take over the presidential seat. That is where is the problem. A lot of inconsistencies occurred in the voting of Uganda, the presidential election today, the 15th of January. And as usual, we are expecting President Yoweri Museveni to win, because Museveni says that the youth, being a youth, is just a mindset, that there are some youth that are very dull. That is not an issue of electing a youth. That there are some youth that are very dull. So he who is not a youth is intelligent. And the Electoral Commission is now counting, vote counting. You see, call Uganda the way you want. Their vote counting, their result doesn't make 2 weeks. Their result doesn't make 3 weeks. Their result doesn't delay. They count it la. So Museveni is poised for another mandate. Bobby Wine says that he's ready. That if they dare to want to rig this election, la. Watch the video.
Is Wilson Ochuka. Now, we begin the bulletin tonight with the developing story in the neighboring country, Uganda. Millions of Ugandans took to the polling stations to elect their next president in an exercise that was marred with extensive late opening of polls amidst widespread technological failures. Several polling stations reported failing voter identification devices, forcing electoral officials to revert to manual identification of voters using printed registers. Opposition presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi, alias Bobby Wine, has claimed that the machine's failures were a deliberate attempt by the ruling party to manipulate the votes to the benefit of incumbent President Yoweri Museveni, who seeks a 7th five-year term. President Museveni says despite early morning glitches, voter identification machines were functioning properly during the day. At this hour, vote counting is underway across Uganda, with vote tallying and collation expected in the coming days. Melito Letenges has that story.
Ballot boxes and voting materials were delivered early to polling stations across Uganda, marking the start of the voting. An estimated 21,600,000 registered voters were expected to cast their ballots. But shortly after polling began, problems emerged nationwide as biometric voter verification machines malfunctioned in many stations. Long queues formed as frustrated voters waited, forcing the Electoral Commission to resort to the manual voters register. Several voters expressed concern over the delays.
We are here still standing, waiting for the machines. They're telling us machines are not yet here. So we are just waiting, and we are hoping we vote in time.
Like we are here, they have not sensitized the people, and everyone doesn't know what to do.
Opposition leader and National Unity Platform candidate Robert Kyagulanyi, popularly known as Bobby Wine, cast his vote at Magere in Kasangati, accompanied by his wife Barbara Kyagulanyi. He accused the authorities of using the machine failures to manipulate the vote.
The biometric machines were apparently imported to prevent rigging, but now they have largely failed, so people are voting manually.
President Yoweri Museveni, the ruling NRM candidate, voted at Rwakitura and dismissed the claims, saying the system is functional and that the government is investigating the cause of the glitches.
Why it could be that when we took them, we used a different angle. When you put an angle to me, but the real decisive factor was the face. My face was accepted by the machine here, so the machine works.
Bobby Wine also accused security agencies and the Electoral Commission of bias, insisting the election was neither free nor fair.
The world should be reminded that we are holding elections in the dark. The internet has been switched off across the country.
The election follows a tense campaign period marked by repeated violence, alleged abductions of activists, and arrests of opposition supporters. The nationwide internet shutdown by Uganda's Communication Authority has further limited citizens' ability to share information with the outside world. Vote counting began after polling stations closed at 4 p.m. local time. Melita.
Congratulations, you've passed your GCE or baccalaureate, and now it's time to choose a professional university that opens real doors to your future. Let us introduce you to the African Higher Institute of Technology, a career-focused institution that not only awards internationally recognized certificates, but also guarantees direct employment opportunities upon graduation through its solid network of partner companies and institutions worldwide. This school operates in collaboration with the Cameroon Ministry of Higher Education, UBA Bank, St. Francis Xavier Institute, Canada. Located in Yaoundé, Mendong, away from the noisy town, IHIT provides the following for its students: a free brand new laptop immediately after paying a registration fee of 25,000 francs CFA, free high-speed internet access on campus, hands-on professional training, mentorship from local and international experts, offering courses like local government in accounting, finance and administration, computer engineering, artificial intelligence, biomedical sciences, economics and finance, business and management, arts and education, law and public policy, agricultural sciences. Whether you dream of becoming a software developer, civil engineer, healthcare technician, or business strategist, IHIT is your direct path to success. Apply now and take the bold step toward a future of innovation, professionalism, and global opportunity.